0 monthly premium. Free dental. We will put money back in your Social Security check. You see these commercials on TV every single day, don't you? Especially during open enrollment season. The phone rings, the mailbox is full, and the TV is screaming at you. It sounds like a dream come true. Why in the world would you pay $150 or $200 a month for a Medicare Supplement plan when you can pick up a Medicare Advantage plan for absolutely free? It seems like a no-brainer, but there is a story that those celebrities on TV will never tell you. It is the story of what happens after you sign the papers. It's the difference between what looks good on paper and what happens in real life. Let me introduce you to John. When John turned 65, he chose a 0 premium Advantage plan. He was healthy, he felt great, and he didn't want to waste money on insurance he didn't use. For 3 years, everything was perfect. John went to the doctor for checkups, and everything was covered. He saved about $5,000 in monthly premiums compared to his friends who bought a supplement. He thought he had made the deal of the lifetime. But at age 68, John received bad news. He was diagnosed with cancer. He needed a complicated surgery and months of chemotherapy. This is the moment the trap snapped shut. Suddenly, that free plan wasn't free anymore. In the first year of his treatment alone, John had to pay $7,000 out of his own pocket. The bills just kept coming. But the money wasn't even the worst part. John wanted to go to the best cancer center in his state to get the best care possible. But his insurance company said no. They told him that the hospital was out of network. In this video, I am going to show you the math that the marketing brochures hide. We are going to look at the real difference between Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement. I'm going to explain why choosing the cheap option today could end up costing you tens of thousands of dollars and your peace of mind 10 years from now. Let's look at the numbers. Many people believe Medicare Advantage is just the same Medicare you earned, but with extra bonuses. That is not true. When you sign those papers for an Advantage plan, you are actually leaving the government Medicare program. You are handing your health coverage over to a private, for-profit insurance company. And there are 3 specific traps waiting for you. Trap number 1, the network jail. With a supplement, like Plan G, you have freedom. You can go to any doctor or hospital in the United States that accepts Medicare. Want to go to the Mayo Clinic for a second opinion? Go ahead. Get sick while visiting grandkids in another state? You are covered. With Advantage, you are locked into a local network. If you step outside that fence, you either pay everything yourself or the insurance pays nothing. You lose your freedom of choice. Trap number 2, the Mother May I game. This is called prior authorization, and it is the industry's dirty little secret. On a supplement plan, if your doctor says you need a scan, you get the scan. Simple. But in Advantage plans, your doctor orders a procedure, and then a clerk at the insurance company decides if you really need it. Millions of these requests are denied every year. Do you want to fight with an insurance company on the phone when you are 75 and sick? Trap number 3, pay as you go. Supplement plans are about predictability. You pay a premium, but your medical bills are basically zero. Advantage plans are like a mortgage on your health. You pay nothing now, but you pay huge amounts when you get sick. A few days in the hospital? That's $300 a day. An EMRI? $200. Chemotherapy? You could pay 20% of the cost until you hit a limit of several $1,000s. Let's look at the math over the long run. Meet Alice and Bob. Both are 65. Alice buys a supplement Plan G. She pays about $150 a month. Bob grabs a 0 premium Advantage plan because he wants to save money. Scenario 1. The healthy years, ages 65 to 70. Alice pays her monthly bill every month. Over 5 years, she spends about $9,000 in premiums. She is healthy, so she barely uses the insurance. Bob pays $0 a month. He spends almost nothing. At age 70, Bob looks like a genius. He has an extra $9,000 in his pocket compared to Alice. Scenario 2. Life happens. Ages 71 to 75. This is where the math flips. Both Alice and Bob develop health issues, maybe a knee replacement or a heart condition. Alice's premium might be higher now, maybe $200. But her hospital bills? $0. Her surgery? $0. Her budget is safe. Bob is in trouble. Every year he gets sick, he hits his out-of-pocket maximum. That could be $5,000, or even $8,000 every single year. After 5 years of being sick, Bob has paid out $25,000 or more in medical bills. He gave back all the savings from his healthy years, and then some. The verdict. With the supplement, Alice paid for peace of mind. With Advantage, Bob gambled. He saved money early, but he went broke later. Now, you might be thinking, I'll just do what Bob did. I'll take the free Advantage plan while I'm healthy and switch to a supplement when I get sick. This is the most dangerous misunderstanding in Medicare. In most states, you cannot simply switch back. When you turn 65, you have a golden ticket. It's called guaranteed issue. The insurance companies must sell you a supplement plan, regardless of your health. But if you skip that window and try to switch at age 70 because you have cancer, the insurance company will look at your medical records. They can, and they will, deny you coverage. Choosing Advantage is often a one-way ticket. Once you get sick, you are stuck there. So, does this mean Medicare Advantage is pure evil? No. I want to be fair. If you have very limited income, or you qualify for Medicaid, these plans can be a lifeline. Or, if you are a veteran with VA benefits that cover your medical needs, using an Advantage plan just for the extra dental perks might make sense. But if you have retirement savings, and your goal is to protect that nest egg, listen closely. Here is my checklist. If you say yes to these points, you should strongly consider a supplement, like Plan G or Plan N. First, do you travel? Are you a snowbird who lives in 2 different states? If you leave your home zip code for months at a time, a local HMO network will not work for you. You need the national coverage of a supplement. Second, do you want full control? If you want to wake up, feel a pain in your knee, and book an appointment with the best specialist in town without asking for permission, you need a supplement. And if you hate surprise bills in the mail, the predictable monthly premium of a supplement is the only way to go. Now, maybe you are still leaning toward Advantage because of the cost. That is your choice. But please do not sign anything until you ask the insurance agent these 3 tough questions. Write these down. Question 1. What is the absolute maximum I will pay in a year if I get cancer? This is called the MOOP. If they say a number higher than $3,000 or $4,000, be very careful. You could be on the hook for that amount every single year. Question 2. Are my doctors guaranteed to be in the network next year? Hint: they aren't. Networks change every January. And question 3. Will I need prior authorization for an MRI, a CT scan, or physical therapy? If the answer is yes, just know that you are signing up for potential delays in your care. Choosing between Advantage and supplement is not just about picking an insurance plan. It is a choice between saving money now and safety later. Remember, a mistake made at age 65 is very cheap to fix. That same mistake at age 75 can be impossible to fix. If you learned something new today, please hit that subscribe button. I talk about protecting retirees' money every week here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.